Hey everyone, it's been a while since I put out a video, but we're going to be working on the TW today on this beautiful Washington rainy day. But we're going to be doing the turn signal replacements and showing off my new Tusk rack. So stand by. So somebody thought it'd be funny to bring the rain and dent my excursion while I'm trying to do work. Not cool, dude. Not cool. But I always try to look for a silver lining in things. One of the most important things, obviously, when you're gonna do your work is be worthy. Also have the right tools for the job. All right. So this is an ongoing project with the designator Bumblebee 514. We got the tank vest on, the TW battle vest on, tactical vest. For Christmas, Mrs. Ray allowed me to get a rear rack. Putting it on was actually pretty easy. The instructions are fairly simple, except the hardware that it comes with is a little confusing because I'm not really a mechanic or a handyman, but I'm slowly learning. So learning bolt sizes and whatnot, the verbiage, whatever, kind of tripped me up a little bit, but really it's just a plug and play thing. And it's a pretty nice rack, and I'm gonna have some real good use out of this coming up in the future. But I would have made a video sooner riding around town, but the LEDs pooped out on me on both sides, as a matter of fact. And for the record, this is what I think of LED lights. And the way I discovered this was, and I'm going to show everybody, when I took the seat off, you have to take the seat off to put the rack on. And when I took the seat off to get underneath, I noticed the wiring was tight. Actually, I'm going to back up. The turn signal indicator was going funky on it, and this one was burnt out, and after I wiggled it a little bit, it started to work. Then I got underneath and noticed how it was wired, and it was so tight. It had no wiggle room. So it was just an accident waiting to happen. It was just waiting to come undone. Installing your new OEM style turn signal stocks is very simple. You just run the wires through the frame here, slide the nut on, and blah, 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 inside, wrench it down, and get it to where it's going. And it's a simple plug and play. There's two plugs here for the right and two plugs here for the left. And then you're in business when you give it a right turn and a left turn. Now, I didn't do the take apart, but here's the reinstall. The plastics simply clip into the side of the frame there, and then there's two 10mm bolts. Those two bolts do not go in until you're ready to put the rack on. Those are the two pre-drilled holes. Now, there was only one piece to this rack that you had to put together, and it's kind of in a funky spot, but it's doable and provides extra protection against the tail of the bike. Once you have it all lined up, put in your two 10mm bolts. Now, the Tusk rack is actually a really cool design because it uses existing bolt hole and they provide the hardware. They even provide the spacer for the rack and the frame. Now, of course, this would have been a lot easier with 2 hands, but I wanted to put on a show for you guys. Then just do the same for the other hex screw. Then you guessed it, do the same for the left side. And when you're done, tighten up your 2 top 10mm bolts and then your side bolts. And then here's just a sneak peek of what you'll have to do to your seat if you decide to modify it with a bigger gas tank. You're going to need to shave down some of the plastic and then bend it to make it fit. So thanks for stomaching through the video. I hope after editing it's not too long. I know I could have did things a little bit better or did a little more better prepping, but it's kind of a last minute thing. It was getting dark, but I still, what I did it right, even though it took a little bit longer. And I meant to do just a video on the lights, but the other video I shot on the install of the Tusk rack, it was just really bad, so I kind of threw that in there too. If you remember when I first had the TW, I had that huge rack on there, and it was a good rack, but it was just too big. If you guys are looking for that in between rack, tail rack, that's not too small, not too big, I would go with the Tusk. It's very easy to install and just the right size. I'm not busting my shin every time I throw my leg over, and it's just the right size for medium to larger loadouts, I should say. As far as the lights go, it was a very simple procedure. I spent more time taking off those old, aftermarket LEDs. Those things are just garbage. Either everybody's gonna make their own, decision on what they want to use. But I would personally recommend just sticking with the OEM style. And if you have to go LED, just change the bulb out in those things. But if LEDs are your style, go for it, man. Go 100 miles an hour on it. But that is it for today. I would like to say thank you everybody for subscribing. I hope we get some more subscribers here real soon. We're going to be doing some more outdoorsy type stuff and hopefully get some rides in. And I would like to say thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe.